With the changes in the economy, there have been many changes to student fees. Every quarter, students pay fees for faculties such as the RPAC and the Student Union. But how beneficial are these fees, and how beneficial have they actually been? Today we have our guests. We have returning Amanda and
Caitlin.
What's your major and what year are you?
Communications, and I am a graduating senior in June. Woo!
My name's Joey,
Yeah.
and my major is political science.
Political science. Okay, Joey's been hanging out with Snoop Dogg a little bit. So tell us, how do you guys feel about the fees, being forced into paying for fees, you know, for not using the facilities? What do you think?
First off, we should preface it. Do you guys use the RPAC and Student Union?
Good question.
I use the RPAC, but I definitely don't use it enough to justify like paying that much for it.
It's $85 now, around there.
Yeah, I definitely don't use it $85 worth.
Okay. How about you?
I use the RPAC and also like the ARC and different other rec facilities, but I guess I use it more quarters than others. So I think it'd be really cool if like you could pick how many quarters, or you could pick which quarter you want to pay that amount of money for instead of being forced to pay every quarter.
Yes, I use the RPAC and the rec centers, and I think it's a good thing.
So far, none of you guys use the Student Union. Is that correct?
I've gone to, I go to those activities and those free concerts that everybody goes to. Those paid for by your union fee.
Okay.
Yeah, right. So we don't necessarily believe that. Do you guys feel like you're being forced into it, or do you think that it's beneficial? Do you think that it's a good thing?
I think that it can be beneficial, but I think that I agree. I think that we should be able to like decide which quarter we want to pay for it, and like so that way you can see, like you can like plan out like, oh, I'm going to use the RPAC or the ARC more, and other quarters you're just not going to. So I think you should be able to like decide if you're going to pay it or not, and then you can decide if you want to use it.
Well, the student meal plans have a swipe system where you get a certain amount of swipes throughout the year or quarter, and then you go from there. What if the RPAC or ARC used a swipe in, swipe out policy where you pay for hours rather than just the entire quarter?
That would be, that's a good idea.
How would you feel about that?
Yeah, that's great.
That's a really good idea. That's a really good idea.
Would you guys want to use that sort of system rather than what we have right now?
I would.
So you should run for presidency. Yeah. All these brilliant
Yeah,
ideas.
it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah,
Wait a few years.
Right.
I'll be on the ballot.
So what do you believe?
I think it's a good idea that we have everybody pay the student fees. I'm sure because every student has to pay all those fees. That's why we can have such nice facilities like the RPAC, and with like just obesity on rise, we need people like not having to actually shell out extra. Seems like extra money if you have to pay it extra.
So you talk about obesity. So are you trying to tell jokes about me or something? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, what about, speaking of obesity, a lot of people that are going to be using gyms tend to be healthy to begin with. So making people who may be obese pay for this gym fee even though they're not using it, do you even think that's fair? If you're not going to be using the facilities.
Maybe they'll try and get their money's worth.
Okay, as an incentive.
Yeah.
See, me personally, I'm going to go eat after I use the gym, so, you know, it'll work real good for school, you know. It'll be real beneficial for the school. So do you think that it would be good for, you said that you believe that you should be able to do it when you want to, that it should be optional, basically. So would you look at the schedule and see what's on the schedule to make that choice? Well, you know, how would you make your choice on?
Yeah, I would look at their schedule and also my schedule, because like this quarter I'm taking 5 classes, so I really don't have time to, unfortunately, I don't have time to go to the RPAC or the ARC and work out. So this quarter I'm really not getting any, like I'm paying for the fee, I'm not like getting to use it that much. So yeah, I think it depends, like you should look at the schedule of classes that they're offering and then also your schedule.
Okay. Well, we thank you all guys for coming out and joining us on Campus View. Hope to see you around, maybe in the gym, cafeteria, you know. Make sure you stay tuned for Campus View. We're going to be talking about some legalizing marijuana.
Stay tuned.